Welcome back, everyone, to MacArthur Court, California 46, Oregon 38 as we start the second half of play here. As you mentioned, Rob, very close first half, and then all the numbers are right there. Cal's done a little bit better job rebounding and maybe a little bit better job shooting the balls. They have one more three-pointer, and they're going to get Oregon on a travel inside. Tawan Porter losing his footing.
Yeah, the stats are very, very close with the exception of the rebounding, and Ben Braun was wondering, he wasn't concerned with making up the scoring for Leon Poe, but Ibaka and Wilkes are doing a very, very good job of knocking down the three.
Anderson's been very good on the glass with 5 boards. Robertson takes it straight to the basket, knocked out of bounds. Oregon basketball. Adjustments. What kind of adjustments do you think we'll see as you see Oregon's leaders here?
Well, right now, I think both teams, like you heard Ernie Kent say, they've got to guard people. They feel they can do a better job of getting hands on shots and staying in front of people. And obviously hitting the boards.
Brooks for three. 5-point game. Ibaka short from the baseline.
Boy, MacArthur Court is really starting to rock.
Porter might have rushed that one a little bit. And a foul on Anderson, blocking out. Tough break for Anderson on a long rebound.
Right there, we're going to take another look at Marty Luna and getting it out to Mr. Clutch, Aaron Brooks.
Our first half stats brought to you by Bud Light. Field goal percentage, pretty even. Cal doing a great job, though. Rebounds, the big one here. Both teams taking care of the basketball.
That, in my opinion, is the story of the game right now. The Cal's just really killing Oregon on the board.
Loaded inside. And just like that, it's a 3-point game.
Talk about adjustments. They've been trying to get low. The first 2 possessions coming out at halftime.
Christopher in the lane. Nice silencer drive by Christopher.
Christopher, a true freshman at 6'5". Nice job of hunting the paint, peeking at the rim, and taking that shot.
Christopher out of Compton. Lunan comes up with it. Brooks left wide open for a free throw three-pointer, and he hits it.
He had a cup of coffee before that one. That was an excellent job by Marty Lunan, scrapping to get the loose ball, hitting a wide open Aaron Brooks.
2-point game. Wilkes will fade away. Not there. Ducks with a chance to take the lead or tie. Aaron Brooks keeps dribbling even though Ibaka was there. Brooks in the lane. It's tied. It's a 10-2 run. And Cal wants a timeout. This place is going nuts. 48 all, 17:27 to go here. The pit is alive. Tonight's game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Refreshingly smooth Bud Light, always worth it. And by Singular Wireless, raising the bar. Welcome back here, everyone. We have a tie ball game now, 48-48. The biggest Cal lead was 11. Ducks have fought back. The crowd is alive here on a Saturday night in Eugene.
Good timeout by Ben Braun there of a 10-2 Oregon run to come out in the second half. I don't know what the coaches said. Probably something along the lines of be more aggressive and get the ball down low to Marty to start the second half.
Anderson with good hands, and he gets fouled by Porter. Great job by Anderson to keep that alive. How many big men could never grab that ball? Oregon back in it, Aaron Brooks.
And here's Aaron Brooks right here. Ibaka wanted a little charge call right there, but nobody picks him up, so he just realizes that and goes the length of the court. Cal's got to have the recognition that Ibaka was down. Somebody's got to take charge and pick him up.
17 to go. Crowd wants some defense. Here's Ibaka. against Brooks. Nice spin. Now he's trapped. Gets the ball back. Still 20 on the shot clock. This is all Ubaka, and he hits it. He had the ball for 29 of the 30 seconds they had the ball that time.
Really tried to work that high pick and roll, and Ubaka knew he could get the ball over Aaron Brooks. Aaron had a hand up. Just an excellent shot by an excellent player.
Bryce Taylor from the corner. Oregon leads it. Anderson for three. Not good. Long rebound. Porter tips it away. Here's Porter to the basket. He lays it up. No good. Anderson comes back out of bounds. Did not establish, but the official said he touched his foot down. 51-50. Tough break for Tawan Porter.
What great action there, Joe. Tawan Porter tipped it to himself. Almost ate the lay-in. Had to be very wary of Ryan Anderson, who's coming down to check the shot.
Bears out of bounds. Oregon basketball with 15:45. Oregon leads the game for the first time since it was 10-7. Great action here at the pit. 51-50. Come on back, I know you will.
Check Bi-Mart's membership book.
Welcome back, everyone. 51-50. Oregon at 17-1 on the year. How are they doing it, Rob? What's the biggest difference from last year? You look at these numbers, it's like, how are they winning? You know, points are up a little bit, in relation to their opposition. Other teams are making more baskets, they're rebounding more, they're blocking more, but what is going on? Well, it's the little things. Three-point shooting, great free throw shooting, and they're taking care of the basketball.
Taking care of the basketball, and in my opinion also, you can add to that the defensive pressure that they're putting on people when they initiate their offense and they try to throw the ball to the post. They're doing a phenomenal job of helping each other there, which has led to a lot of breakouts, which leads to a lot of threes.
And also, it's a play or two down the stretch that's been the difference. Remember, Oregon lost 7 games last year on the final possession. Anderson with a rejection out of bounds. But when you look at that, 7 games last year that went down to the final possession, 0-7. This year they're winning those games.
And we'll talk about that. But right here, Tawan Porter tries to take a 6'10 player to the hoop. Ryan Anderson, a little bit too athletic to do that too. But as far as Oregon goes, sometimes you have to go through those losses to mature, to step up to the line, have the confidence you're going to make it, not feel afraid. You have to do the same thing as far as making threes. They're just a much more mature team. A lot of it had to do with the trip they took to the Bahamas and a lot of the conditioning they did in the offseason.
Foul is on Robertson. It's his first. They said they got Lunan on the arm, and Aaron Brooks will inbound. Ducks leading it 51-50, 15:57 to go. Taylor, they come out to him. Lunan passes up the three. Hairston up and score the basket.
Can't tell you, Joe, good things happen when you get into the paint, draw another defender, and dish. And you break zones with that play. You can break down man-to-man players, but getting into that paint is so critical, in my opinion, in the game of basketball.
Ducks on a 12-4 right here. Remember, they trailed by 11 in the first half. Backdoor. Wilkes took a hop. Crowd wants to travel, but they're going to give California the basketball. Ducks have really brought the intensity up on the defensive side here in the second half.
Big difference intensity first half, second half.
Here's a 4-on-1. Lunan stuffs it.
Bryce Taylor not only made the steal, but he waited for that play to develop. Made it a very easy flush for Marty Lunan.
Everybody on their feet at the pit. 55-50. Oregon comes alive here in the second half. Another look at it.
And right here, Bryce Taylor just waited just a little bit for Ubaka to pick him up. He knew he had a 4-on-1 break, and it just made it very simple for Marty Lunan to go up and flush it.
What a turnaround.
Yeah, it's all about the defensive end, and defense is something you have control over every night, Joe. You're not going to shoot it 6 for 10 every night. You're not going to shoot 80%, but I guarantee you one thing you can do, and it's all about heart, is you can bring it defensively.
17-4 in the last 5:06. Bears having a hard time now getting any good look. First half, they got a ton of good looks.
Well, here's the guy that's going to take control of the game. Ibaka has killed the Ducks the last few years. He's got the ball in his hands against Marty Lunan. Big mismatch.
Down the middle, and he takes it into his hands in a much-needed basket by the senior.
A lot like Aaron Brooks. He's taken the big shots and has willed them to wins in a lot of overtime games and big games on the road this year.
Lunan thought about it. He steps in. Porter. Back over to Hairston. They drop it down low to Lunan. He wants to take it inside. Porter sets for three.
Cal went to zone on that possession. Oregon was patient, understood what they had to do, moved the ball around, got it in and out. Porter hits a wide open three.
Bears come back. Hairston the rebound. He went high for it. He gives it up. Brooks wants to drive. Lunan for three. Rebound for the Bears. That would have brought the house down. Here's Ibaka. Robertson now. Anderson, who wants to send it up. Short. Brooks now. Drops it out to Porter. Fast-paced game. Can Oregon be wearing Cal down a little bit on the road trip?
So I tell you what, right now, this is the type of game I expected to see. Both teams want to get up and down, shoot the three, spread you out, and make plays. And that's what's happening right now in this stretch.
Lunan spins. Wow, Marty Lunan. Lunan with 10. Oregon leads by 8.
That's 6 second-half points by Marty Lunan so far. Really taking it upon himself to take it to the rim.
Wilkes, the floater. Down far underneath the basket. Taylor, no good. Hairston is there, though. Malik, pump fake. They get the foul, and Hairston's going to go to the line. Great action.
This is just fantastic action. Marty Lunan gets a ball in the medium post, faces up, and takes Ryan Anderson, the young freshman, down low and does a nice job of protecting the ball and shooting the ball from the middle of the key. Marty Lunan, I think, is one of the most improved players, one of the big reasons for the turnaround. Besides, we talk a lot about Aaron Brooks, we talk a lot about Bryce Taylor, but he's done a fantastic job of basically last year averaging 7, this year almost 12, 10 rebounds versus 6, and of course Bryce Taylor, last year he's averaged 9 and he's at 16, but he's doubled his rebounding. So those two guys, along with Aaron Brooks, you knew Malik Harrison was going to get it going. He averaged 15, and he's been out for 10 games, and it's tough when you lose your leading scorer for most of the year, but he's starting to get around also.
Malik with his 13th point, and Oregon out to an 8-point lead. 2 big free throws for Hairston. He was only 48% on the year, so he'll move that number up. And Oregon with a big change here as Aguchi comes in, Jovan Catron, and Churchill Odia, who we did not see at all in the Stanford game. Ducks are shooting lights out.
Both teams, again, over 50% for the game. That's pretty unusual, but looks like Coach Kent has given his players a little blow right here to rest his troops.
Porter and Brooks both stay on the floor here. Here's Ibaka. And they're going to call a hold, I think, on Aaron Brooks. Team foul number 2. So 12:25 to go. The Bears with 4 team fouls, and in a game like this, the officials are going to want to keep that number relatively even. Aaron Brooks states his case. Of course, I don't think any player in history of basketball has ever won that argument.
And nobody's ever fouled either, right?
Nice other pass by Pribble, who had a lay-in, but he gave it up to Ibaka, I should say extra pass, and Ibaka with a giant three-pointer cuts the lead to 5.
Great play by Pribble. Again, a walk-on who got a scholarship a couple years ago, and good recognition to find the open shooter.
That time Brooks forced it a little bit, takes it inside, and now the Bears with a big chance here. Bertisol for 3, and look at that, the Bears are within 2. a 6-0 run in about 20 seconds.
Hey, what Bernasol killed the Beavers. He was 4 for 5, had a career-high 13 points. You know he can shoot it. It was pretty quiet in the first half. Right now, the replacements that came into the game, got to realize Cal can shoot it.
Aguchi not good from 3, and now the Bears with a chance to take the lead. It's like an NBA game. An 8-point lead is nothing, and we're tied.
Jerome Randall, fast. What the coaches from Oregon say about him. Not afraid to take the 3, not intimidated by this whole situation.
A quick 8-0 run for California, ties it at 62. And there was a point there where, with the crowd going, Rob, you thought maybe they were cooked. But wow, showing a lot of guts, and it all started with Ubaka getting things started, nice pass out and hitting a couple of threes.
And Bernasol, and then Indian credit also Alex Bribble for penetrating, and Ubaka got it started. Then Bernasol joined the party, and right there, Randall, just a quick guard, realized he had a one-on-one situation there. 8-0 run the last minute 26 after Oregon was in a comfortable lead with the crowd behind him. Basically took the crowd out.
Showing a lot of guts.
Well, that's a trait of Ben Braun's team. They play defense. They do rebound, even though right now they're not doing a great job of rebounding in the conference. They're 9th, but after that WSU loss and embarrassment, they really come on to hit the boards and really work hard on that part of the game, and subsequently won 4 of their last 5.
So surprise, 62-62, another Pac-10 game, even with 11 minutes to go in the game.
And out of the timeout, Cal switches it up, gives a different look. They're going to play a 2-3 zone.
Tawan Porter over to Aaron Brooks. They come out on him because he's made shots from there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's going to send it up. Wow! Aaron Brooks from Coburg.
That's what you call an in-your-face jumper. Shot it over 5'10" point. Jerome Randall knew he could get it off. Just rocked him back and put it right on him.
Brooks with 15. Bernasol, a long-range 3. Lunan goes up and then triple fouls him. Going for the rebound, just a hustle foul. 65-62, 10:27 to go. Wow, what a game we've got for you here this afternoon. Great action. Ducks leading it by 3 with 10:27 to go. Welcome back, everyone. Oregon leading it 65-62 with 10:27 to go in the second half. An even game. It's so even. Both teams are exactly 24 for 43 shooting. And want to let y'all know about Duck Sports Wrap every Tuesday night at the Eugene City Brewery. That's downtown in Eugene. Jerry Allen's there with Coach Kent. Terry Johns along with Coach Smith. Come on down. You can ask the coaches questions, have a good time. Sit around and visit about the Ducks. Every Tuesday night, the Eugene City Brewery, it's Duck Sports Wrap.
Cal back to a man-to-man after playing one possession of zone. Ben Braun loves man-to-man defense. Just switches the zone every once in a while just to change things up, switch the tempo.
It's tough to stay in the zone when that guy right there can hit a 30-footer. Here's Porter for 3. No good, but a long rebound, and Taylor tips it to himself. Here's Porter. Over to Bryce Taylor. He got a pretty good matchup with Lunan and Robertson inside. Brooks going to try to take it in, and Lunan comes back out. Here's Lunan. 15 on the shot clock. 15 and counting. Now down to 10. Here's Porter. Drives the lane, lays it up. The freshman, Tawan Porter.
Tawan Porter, another competitor. He started 4 years in a row as a freshman in Detroit at Renaissance. Won a couple state championships. Knows how to play in pressure situations.
Porter with 11. Ducks lead it by 5 after it was tied 62 each. Here's Ubaka. Robertson. 10 on the shot clock. Dribble. Backdoor. Bernasol gets fouled from behind by Lunan with 4 left on the shot clock, so the Bears did a good job staying patient there.
Very good job of offense right there. And here's another look. Tawan Porter with the shot clock running down. Again, his game is all about separation, and you see how he separated right there. Had to lean back, draw that little run and hook shot, and that's how he gets his shots off. He has to create separation at 5'6".
There's Porter, just 5 feet 6 inches tall, and has found a way his entire life, just so unaffected by it all.
Yeah.
You know, just goes to work.
Yeah, just goes to work.
Lunch pail guy.
Always loves to prove the fact. People say he couldn't play. Coaches at Oregon knew he could after watching him when they were recruiting Malik Harrison. Said, "Hey, young fella, we want you also." And he ended up following his idol basically at Renaissance in Detroit.
Here's Porter with the ball, gives it up to Lunan. Harrison in the corner. Taylor for the 20-footer is in the basket. It wanted to come out, but it stayed down. There's Vernisol quickly on the other end. Rejected by Malik Harrison.
Ooh, and it looked like Malik stepped on Aaron Brooks when he came down on that.
Aaron went down hard. Ducks wanted the charge. Cal wanted the block. Malik got the blocked shot.
Just to show you a little bit about Cal, that was after a made basket. You notice Cal and Oregon, again, you can't emphasize that if you're looking at two teams that will run after every situation. That was a bucket. They took the ball out and still fast broke.
Arizona inbound it. Lunan steals the inbound. The second time Oregon's done that. Brooks on the run out. Gets blocked hard. A nice block and a good defensive play by Vernisol, and Brooks will go to the line.
All started with Marty Lunan out of the out-of-bounds play. Oregon goes over in every shoot-around out-of-bounds plays of the opposing team. And here's a situation where Marty Lunan is a beneficiary of that. Aaron Brooks,
pretty clean.
Tough call, but hey, that happens a lot. And remember, we have 3 teams here, the officials, Oregon, and Cal. And the officials don't want to do anything with Bob McAllister over there looking at them and evaluating their performance. But obviously Bob McAllister reports to the Pac-10, but right there, the scouting report paid dividends, and Oregon was able to get a steal off the out-of-bounds play.
All in all, it's been a very well officiated game here at Matt Court as they're letting the kids decide. It's been very equal, very fair. Nobody's been in the bonus yet, and they're really letting everybody have a great time out there.
And like I said, they're a team too, and they want to perform well.
Wilkes, 3, a big 3 every time. Cal looks like they're in big trouble. They come up with a big shot, so Wilkes knocks down the 3-pointer. The lead's 4.
This is the 5th game in a row that Omar Wilkes has scored in double figures, and he's a big factor in this game so far, especially with those 12 first-half points.
Taylor tries to go baseline and can't get rid of the ball, and now the Bears have it with a chance to cut it to 1 with a 3. 71-67, under 8 to go.
Good defense right there by the Cal Bears in the last possession, helping out on Bryce Taylor, who got by his man. You had 2 people waiting for you.
Vernisol gives it on the dribble to Anderson. Robertson, as they run a little weave on top. Robertson blocked and an offensive foul. 71-67, 7:30 to go here at MacArthur Court. Another thrilling Pac-10 basketball game here in Eugene. Welcome back, everyone. 71-67, Oregon leads California. The Bears have won 6 of 8 on the road and trying to get another one here in Eugene. And I tell you what, they have done it with defense mostly, but you can see that when they've held opponents to 70 or less, Rob, they're undefeated. Teams have gone over 70. They're only 1-6. The Ducks now is 71. See if they can break the trend, if the Bears can break that trend.
Well, if you're a Duck fan, you're really liking that stat. If you're Ben Braun, I think you'd like being down only 4 at Matt Court with 7:30 to go. Ben Braun really has changed the expectation level at Cal. I mean, they expect to go to the Pac-10 tournament and compete for a championship every year. He also expects them to go to the NCAA as a goal, and he's done a great job of that with 5 appearances in the last 10 years.
Yeah, Pac-10 Coach of the Year in '97. Ducks move the ball. Taylor out of the timeout, gets his own rebound, goes up and is blocked, and Dave Libby calls the foul. That'll be team foul number 8. It's, of course, a shooting foul, but put the 18 fouls in your pocket so you can remember that next time the whistle blows.
Can't say enough about Bryce Taylor and the fact that he has doubled his rebound production right there. Follows his own shot, gets a rebound, is rewarded with 2 free throws. But Bryce is a story. He went back home this summer and really worked hard on every part of his game, his shooting, his conditioning, came back a different player, and his dad helped him, and it's one of those situations where hard work leads to success, and he's shooting the ball, and all of his stats are up from last year, almost double.
Knocks both free throws down. The lead comes back to 6 now, 73-67. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in MacArthur Court. Nice pass down low. Aaron Brooks gets him on the arm. And Ubaka will shoot a couple of free throws.
Nice play out of the timeout by Ben Braun. That was a set play to have Anderson, who was a three-point threat, on the wing, and then they set a high pick for Ubaka, who obviously is another go-to guy. Nice play, good call out of the timeout by Ben Braun.
Ubaka is 83% from the line. All Pac-10 a year ago.
He had 26 points against Stanford to break that 14-year drought in Naples Pavilion, and expected him to have the ball a lot the second half. He scored 20 points against the Beavers after having only 2 in the first half in Corvallis, and he only had 2 here. Watch him to heat up.
Straight through the basket on both free throws in a tough environment for the senior, unaffected by it. Here's Taylor with it. Brooks thought about it, was left open. Here's Lunin. Down low to Aaron Brooks to lay it in. What a great look from Marty Lunin.
Aaron Brooks went right around Marty as they were posting up in the corner of the free throw line. Marty tall enough to get that ball to him for an easy lay-in.
Aaron Brooks with 20.
Going to work the high pick and roll with Theo Robinson right now, who can step out and shoot that.
A bomb from Ubaka. That one might have been a little too far. Lunin loses it, but gets it back. Cross court. Hairston goes up strong! Holy smokes! That's a top 10er!
Dickie Vitale, that's a PT player right there. Let me tell you, reminds me of that slam dunk he had at Fresno State. Remember that? Same type of a play.
Look at Malik! He almost put his head through the basket.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Shows you his hops. And that was with Ryan Anderson, a 6'10 freshman, trying to block him out and block that big bad boy.
Place is buzzing. Malik will go to the line and try to make it a 9-point lead. And he hits the free throw. And a timeout for Oregon. And everybody comes to their feet. A showstopper from Malik Hairston. I'd like to say thank you to Comcast. 3 great services from one great company, 100% all digital, picture and sound, plus on-demand, lightning-fast, high-speed internet, now featuring Power Boost, unlimited calling throughout the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. Call 1-800-COMCAST today.
That got the crowd back in it, I think, Joe.
Oh,
and
man.
Coach Kent talked about the crowd and how big it was in the second half against Stanford. I think that's what's happening right now. It energizes the Oregon Ducks in the second half when there's a little fatigue factor, and right now that's happening to the Ducks, it seems, and that was a big momentum changer right there, that dunk.
There's no way that one doesn't end up somewhere in the top 10 tonight on SportsCenter. 78-69, Oregon leads over the Bears. It's been a 20-point turnaround as they trailed by as much as 11 in the first half. Dribble with it, picks up his dribble. Robertson. There's Robertson. Little fadeaway 15-footer is good. A silencer.
Nice recognition
Robertson
by Theo Robinson. Had Malik on him, got switched off over Twan Porter, had a little step back, made it.
Here's Taylor working against Cribble. He hands it back. Lunin. Luton now will send it back out. 20 on the shot clock. Here's Bryce Taylor. Brooks thought about the three. Now he wants to take it. Here's Hairston again on the baseline. Luton takes it up, misses the lay-in. A foul is called. It's going to be on Marty Luton. Offensive foul. His second foul. Team foul number 5 on Oregon.
Tough break right here by Marty Luton. Comes a 2-foot jump stop. Might have been a good idea to go up with a little jump hook with his right hand versus trying to shoot it with his left. But tough call, tough break, but got to give Cal credit for getting in front, making a critical stop at a tough time in the game.
There's clearly no movement. Robertson standing right there, so stuck in there and took a charge. Got the call, 78-71.
Both teams are coached very well. We'll get good shots down the stretch.
There's Randall. Ibaka against Porter. Big size advantage here. He has to give it up in the lane and hit the bracket support underneath the basket out of bounds.
Credit to Juan Porter for that turnover. He really did a fantastic job of really heckling Ayinde Ibaka in that possession, and after he gave up the ball, it really got wild.
Bears with 12 turnovers in the game. You see the scoring here, 25 in the second half for California. There's Brooks, back out to Taylor now. Taylor, Hairston open for three. Malik Hairston puts it down. He's got 19.
Great example of how Oregon spreads you out and makes a play right there. Malik Hairston caught the ball, got his legs under him, and knocked down the three.
Ducks with their biggest lead. Robertson for three. A clutch three-pointer by Robertson.
Robertson shooting 40% from the field on the year. He's got the feeling tonight.
Taylor answers for Oregon. Lead goes back to 10. Before the shot, foul on the floor. Before the shot, it's only team foul number 6. So California will inbound the ball. They called it on the floor, but the Ducks starting to hit from outside.
Another example of getting in the paint, creating a great opportunity for your teammates.
Both teams 10 of 20 from three-point range. Ducks lead it by 10. Welcome back, everyone. 84-74. The 10th-ranked Oregon Ducks with the lead here. A hard-fought game, though. 3:38. The Bears have given them nothing along the way. Fans, log on to GoDucks.com and click on the Best Western Enter to Win banner to enter your chance to win the ultimate fan experience. It'll be here at the men's basketball game against Washington State on Saturday, February 24th. Visit GoDucks.com for more information.
Both teams are over their average for points. Oregon averages about 80. They're at 84, and Cal averages 72. They're at 74 already with 3:38 to go.
Well, this arena's clearly been alive here tonight, hasn't it, Rob?
Oh, no doubt about it.
Officials trying to explain something, get the clock right. I think it's about the shot clock. The shot clock needs to be reset after a foul. Back to 35 now. Once again, Oregon with 9 team fouls. With 16 fouls. California has 9. 3:30 to go.
Here's that high pick and roll that Oregon also likes to run with 2 good shooters, Anderson and Ibaka.
Christopher, the turnaround. Anderson, a nice rebound. Can't follow it, though. And Brooks has it. Brooks working against the freshman, doing a great job defensively because nobody else in the league has been able to guard Aaron Brooks off the dribble, and Jerome Randall just did.
That's a great matchup right there.
Porter hit on the arm that time by Randall. Talk about quickness.
Fast with the scouting report of Jerome Randall. I like him. He hit a big 4-point play in the Great Alaskan Shootout. I watched a little film on him, and he's not afraid to step up and take the big shot. And obviously, with 2:56 to go, he's in the game right now, Joe, as a freshman.
Ducks need to hit their free throws down the line as they have all season long. Rob, both these two teams have done a great job shooting free throws all season. And Tawan Porter hits it. So next time anybody calls me a jinx master, remember that one.
I will.
I did everything I could to jinx him, and he still made it.
No, he's got great form. He's just got great spin. The ball is very light when it hits a rim. The spin makes it dive. It hits a front rim, and it just kicks in if it hits a back. Unbelievable free throw shooter.
Biggest lead of the game now is 12, 86-74. Ibaka the lay-in.
High pick and roll, just like Darius Wright used to do, like Luke Ridnour used to do, like Aaron Brooks used to do, out of the same playbook. And you got players like Ibaka and Anderson. It's easy to do, just like Lunan and Aaron Brooks.
Here's Porter, 20 seconds still on the shot clock. Ducks might try to run a little clock here. Here's Aaron Brooks now with it. He takes it inside. Strong move, but misses the lay-in. And then fouls on the way out. And it'll be team foul number 7, so Anderson is going to go to the line, shoot 1-and-1.
If you're Cal, you're liking this because at 2:19 to go, you're 10 down. You like to score points with the clock not moving, so expect them to try and create possessions right now. And one of the ways you can do it is by going to the hoop and getting to the line, or in this case, I'm sure Aaron Brooks is going to disappoint himself putting them on the line, get some free shots right now with the clock not moving on a kind of not a real good foul.
Anderson knocks the first one down, up to 80% on the year. A little recap for you.
Look at that field
goal percentage. Both teams at a high level, shooting a lot of threes. 17-4 run for Oregon to start the second half, and Aaron Brooks with 22.
Wow. Tell you one thing, Ryan Anderson, this young man at the line, was the MVP in the Great Alaskan Shootout. And when Devon Harden went down, a lot more responsibility got put on his shoulders to lead the team in rebounding, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's only one of 2 players that are, the only player actually that's leading in scoring, top 5 in scoring, top 5 in rebounding.
And with 2:19 to go, they keep themselves alive with the 2 free throws, down 8. A lot of things can happen. They call a timeout, so now they only have 1 timeout left for the final 2:19. That could be a factor down the stretch here. And Braun going over it with his team. Hey fans, make sure to show your true Oregon spirit by purchasing the 2006 Yellow Spirit t-shirt. You can pick it up at any Duck Shop location or online at goducks.com.
Speaking about Ben Braun and his timeouts, doing an excellent job, as is Ernie Kent. Both Ernie Kent and Ben Braun are second on the all-time victory list at their respective schools. Compliment to both these guys, and Ben Braun just signed a 2-year extension, so his longevity is going to be here for at least 13 years.
What a career he's had, 30 years as a college head coach. One of the interesting things I thought, he is an English major, and so you've always heard that joke, well, you're an English major, what are you going to do with yourself then? Well, how about be a head coach for 30 years?
Yeah, he's an excellent coach. Great guy, too. He and I have the same thing in common. We both have had hip replacement surgery. We talked about that a little bit this afternoon.
Here's Tawan Porter in the corner. Oregon leading it by 8. Porter steps back. Little jumper front iron. No good. Bears have a chance now. Here's Pribble with the basketball. Pribble gets tipped away by Porter.
Not a bad shot back there by Tawan Porter. Again, we talk about his game is about separation, and that was a good look right there. Took his man one-on-one and was able to create separation, went up with a nice practice jumper.
Anderson comes back in the game. Robertson will go out. Dribble goes out. Big opportunity here for the Bears. Ibaka does not look like a guy that's going to give up the ball, does he?
No, he is not going to give up the ball. They're going to run that high pick and roll to create this kind of a mismatch.
Floater, no good. Aaron Brooks the rebound.
Aaron coming off of 10 rebounds in the Stanford game, coming back to help the big guys. One of the big reasons Oregon came back against Stanford in the second half.
Surprised the Bears aren't fouling right here, Rob.
Right now, if you're the Bears, you want to try and get a good stop if you can. Obviously, you got the shot clock, but
And Oregon taking it to the basket with 22 seconds on the shot clock, too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oregon is going to take the best first available shot. But if you are Cal right now, you want to extend possession. So if you can't get the steal, you're going to have to start playing the foul game here pretty quick. But with 1:15 to go, I think you just want to play solid, come down and get a 3 or a good quick 2.
Hey fans, Dairy Mart, Pepsi, and Southwest Airlines are teaming up for a chance to win a trip to the men's Pac-10 tournament in Los Angeles. You get airfare, hotel, and tickets to all games at the Pac-10 tournament. Visit your local Dairy Mart today and sign up for your chance to win. These two teams played a phenomenal game last year in the Pac-10 tournament in the semifinals when Cal showed a lot of guts, and so did Oregon, in winning that game in double overtime. Ibaka was great in the overtime. One of the best games we saw all year last year.
Leon Poe, I think, had 41 points, and he not only set the Pac-10 record scoring with that 41 points, but in another game set the Pac-10 record in rebounds.
Here's a look at the top 10. This is the coaches poll, so it's our ESPN USA Today coaches poll presented by Siemens, and UCLA at number 2. It's not impossible that they're going to be back to number 1 when Oregon plays them again.
And
coming
Kansas
up.
lost today.
Yeah, and Alabama lost the other day.
Exactly. So Oregon could climb up to maybe 7 or 6 possibly, depending on what happens the rest of the day.
Look at all those teams in front of them. North Carolina with 2 losses. Kansas, Pittsburgh with a couple losses. Ohio State with 3. So with this game, sweeping, if Oregon can hold on and get a sweep against Stanford and Cal, head out on the road against Washington next Thursday. Rob, when you get up into the 6-7 range, you're not far from 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it's amazing how high they've climbed and what they have done, because this is a team that was not ranked before the season started. They had to come out of nowhere. It's a long climb.
It's a special, special team, and I think you're catching lightning in a bottle. And here's Anderson and Vernisol. It looks like they're going to be playing offense, defense with Anderson especially. They want him in the game, but after all the adversity that happened last year to the Ducks, this is their reward, going through that and being 17-1, and with a good chance if they can take care of business like they did against Stanford at the free throw line, because it could become a free throw shooting contest here with 1:15 to go.
Well, we know Cal can score in a hurry. They had a 10-0 run earlier in the game that lasted 1:35, so they can score it quick. But they are down 10 with 1:14 to go. It would be a historic comeback at this point if they could do it.
High pick and roll.
Anderson misses the point-blank lay-in, but gets his rebound and puts it in. And then a timeout for California, their final timeout with 1:01 to go. Anderson now with 14 points and 9 rebounds, close to a double-double. (88-80), 1:01 to go here at MacArthur Court. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Mart, Northwest grown, employee owned. Oregon Community Credit Union, personal service you can expect. Pepsi, it's the cola. And by your Northwest Dodge dealers. Grab life by the horns. (88-80) here at the pit. There's a reset. California with 10 team fouls. Oregon with 7. Ducks with a timeout left. California has the possession arrow, but Ducks have showed a lot of character. I think the Bears have too. I mean, this has been a very well-played Pac-10 game. Both teams shot great, Rob, and they got up and down the floor. Nobody took a play off. They worked hard the entire game.
Every play, you're right. They took care of the basketball. Turnovers are down. Both teams are shooting extremely well. That last possession, Cal ran a double high pick and roll with the ball in their best player's hands, Ayenda Ibaka, and they made the great read, getting to their second best player's hands for a lay-in. So both teams are going to try and get the best possible shot right now, but look for Cal to start having to play the foul game with 1 minute to go and 8 points down. In an optimal situation for Cal, they're going to try and get a steal right here, which would be great for them, and Oregon's just going to try and get the ball into their free throw shooters' hands.
Ducks inbound it. They get it right back to Aaron Brooks. Brooks takes it up. Cal deciding, I think, maybe to play defense here. They're going to foul.
They're going to have to foul here pretty quick. Looks like, but they want to foul the right person. That would be Malik Hairston, not Tawan Porter.
Not Tawan Porter. Just to give you an idea, this year, Juwan Porter is almost automatic. You know, he's made 41 out of 43 free throws all season long.
He leads the league in free throw shooting and also three-pointers made per game at 3, but this kid's almost automatic right now, ice in his veins.
89-90. I'm a little surprised that Cal decided not to foul. I mean, part of that is that Oregon's such a good foul shooting team right off the bat. Yeah. If you're going to foul 10 seconds or 12 seconds into the possession, why not foul right away?
True story. I think they really wanted to see if they get the ball in Malik's hands, but it didn't get there, so they had to foul early. Now they're going to play offense, defense with Tawan, just like they did against Stanford.
Porter goes out after a big ovation. Under 40 seconds. Ubaka, Robertson can't hit the lay-in, and that's about going to do it. The foul on Ubaka. Marty Lunen's going to go to the line, and the Oregon Ducks are going to climb higher into the top 10 and have a special season going. They keep pace with UCLA, trying to win a Pac-10 championship.
Exactly, and that was a tough miss right there by Theo Robinson on a point-blank dunk opportunity. But Cal's playing extremely hard, and right now Mario Luna's to the line, a very good free throw shooter. Time
now for our State Farm Player of the Game here with just 34 to go. And how about Malik Hairston? What a day for Malik, because just hitting the shots. He was 7 of 8 from the field, and it's easy to pick Aaron Brooks, Rob, because Aaron Brooks has 22, but Malik has 19, 7 of 8, and a highlight reel dunk to bring the house down.
But that's good to see from Malik after being up and down. He had 3 points and 9 rebounds against Stanford. To score the ball like he did is nice to see if you're a Duck fan. A nice play right there by Jerome Randall. Hard guy to stay in front of him. He's going to be tough the next 3 years.
Our State Farm Player of the Game is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Bears get a steal here under 30. They have a chance to cut it to 7. Little step back 3 is no good. Rebound, though. Robertson puts it up and in. So the Bears working to the final possession here. 15 seconds to go. They get it into Lunen. Lunen down to Malik Hairston. And Malik shows some class and just going to dribble this one out. 92-84 is going to be the final, and the Oregon Ducks are 18-1.
Unbelievable. You would have told me that the Ducks would have been 18-1, Joe. When we did our first game this year, I would have bet you my mortgage maybe that wasn't going to happen.
Well, what a run it's been for the Ducks, and also a hard-fought game. Give California a lot of credit because they played incredibly hard here today in a very tough environment. For the fans that are watching here that are Cal fans who haven't been in this building, there's nothing like it anywhere. And I know it gets loud at Haas Pavilion, but this was really something here tonight. We'll be back after this to wrap it up. Once again, the final. Oregon wins it 92-84.